Hello, this is for YouTube. It's actually a reading for Calypso. It's a general love reading, and we will do that right away. And if you're watching and you resonate, it makes a lot of sense. You know, you find things, you come across things. We're on a boat right now, and it is a very rough ride right now. So you'll see the camera bouncing around a whole lot. You'll hear a lot of strange creaking sounds in the background. And I have some congestion, so we've got all these different things kind of working in a strange way together to make maybe the perfect reading. I don't know. That's too many cards. I can already say, Calypso, I'm sensing a impatience on somebody's part. Is it? We had a collective kind of reflection on the cards just before we went on a break, and it was something like, that feeling when somebody's looking for you or somebody wants you and you don't want them. Somebody's losing their patience with you, maybe. It's just something that I'm sensing right away. Not yeah, and see, Five of Voices, this is kind of like you in that scenario. Like, I feel like you don't have feelings for somebody who has feelings for you. Yeah, somebody has big feelings for you and you regret to inform them. It's like the last reading, right? You regret to inform them, you know what, like, just don't really have that big of a... It's not even that you don't, like, you would have feelings for somebody else, somebody different. It's like almost like you're not looking for the same things as somebody is looking for right now, something like that. Use of materials, but you could connect with them physically, that kind of thing. Wow. Well, this is an interesting thing to read on a rocky boat. Use of materials is like, pardon me. It's a, I'm almost getting a sense of like, power couple, that word, that kind of like, but you're good for each other on paper kind of thing. Oh, here you go in the chat. I mean, I got asked out like 3 times, but I rejected them because I'm not interested in them. Yeah, I've kind of got that. But there's this kind of understanding that, like, on paper it looks really good. Like, physically, like, it makes sense. It's like you're a good match when you consider all the, physical things. But emotionally, it just doesn't seem to click. Oh, thanks, Scorpio. No, it's not the Rona. I had a test already. Just a little... I feel like it's... Like, there might be a bug, but I do feel like I've been in so many different climates over the last couple weeks that my body's just telling me to just... Can you just stay one temperature, please? So, under blankets... Right. There's something... Is this somebody you work with, maybe? Is this somebody who you want to work with? Or somebody who you intend to do work with? King of Materials, like, it's good on paper, like, it's a good combination for something that makes money, or it's good for you two to spend time together for some reason. And so they've taken your offers to spend time with them as meaning that, as a free openness, like an open door to express their feelings. It's almost like somebody you work with. Right now I'm interested in someone, but I haven't got the courage to ask them. Okay. This might be a different... I'm talking about that person who you're not interested in. Is it somebody you work with? Or it's like, this is kind of like almost like, isn't it, ew, it's gross at work, like when somebody at work develops feelings for you and it's like now you have to go to work every day. Someone you want to get to know better. Oh, okay, and this is the other person. I see. Yeah, I think this is about the person you don't, who's after you, but you're not very interested. There's a message in there about that person. Huh. Keep trying. Keep on going. It's like they're relentless. So maybe you're gonna, yeah, okay, they're confused. I'm getting a message, a prediction that this person's gonna be reaching out again. And they might be gonna ask you out again. And for some reason this person is getting mixed messages from you, and I don't know why, and I wouldn't want to say that it's because of you. It might be because they aren't accepting what you're telling them. And so they're just gonna, I'm getting this kind of that they're gonna be after you again. There's just a bit of a warning there. For some reason, what you're giving them in terms of, you don't owe them any explanation. No means no. And for some reason, they're getting confused. So if all you're doing is saying no, or all you're doing is not answering their call, or whatever it is that you're doing, if it's confusing them and they take that confusion and they turn that into a pursuit, I'd be worried about this energy. This is somebody who doesn't understand the boundaries of your consent. Okay? So careful with this energy. That's the first prediction. And now we can read about the other one, but I think there was just a general message that when you hear from this person again, let that sink in what that means. That means that this person doesn't know how to hear the word no. And that's actually maybe kind of, it gets to be dangerous the more and more that they do this. And so I don't know, like, if there's anything you can do about it, but just keep yourself safe around this person if they keep doing that. They keep pursuing you even though you're saying no. Let's read about the other person. Or whatever else comes up in the cards. The shift is interesting. The shift from one person to the next is a very interesting feel. I pictured myself picking a chip out of a bag of chips and eating it, and like the shift happens like that. So thinking about this person, and I could just eat a chip, and then I'm done with that person, and now I'm on to this new person. And it's not, you're not shallow, it's more like, I don't think the other person really got to you emotionally or something. And it's not really much to just kind of let that slide. And it's like almost like a good sign, like that you're not attached to the person who's pursuing you. Ooh. Rock and roll. Okay, again, I'm getting something work. Is this new person a work person? They're in your field of vision. They're here. You can see them. But there's always someone there. Oh, okay. It's like, so it's either work or like, because you're seeing them every day for some reason, you're always seeing them around, but that you're always seeing them when you're around other people. Like those people just definitely not a good match for me. Yeah, I hear you. It's maybe you're seeing this new person, but they're always around, and it's like, can we get to a point where can you get them alone or something so that you could actually have a conversation with just them, not like them and a group. In college and I don't work, so basically yes but no. Got you. Yeah, C2 of emotions, 4 of inspiration is like you're in a group of people and you want to get them alone. Group work? 10 of materials. You gotta... Oh... I'm okay, so that's confirmed. Yeah, I mostly see him with my friends. Sometimes they'll come, but I can't have a one-on-one with them. Right. I'm getting that this person is pretty social, and there's a message here that it's kind of like there's always going to be lots of people involved when you're around them, at least for the time being. The ideal would be to kind of, break down the whole group setting and get them alone. I'm seeing that it's kind of not the way it works with them. 10 of materials is kind of talking about you actually, rather than getting them alone, it's like you kind of getting into the group that they're in. I'm getting that they kind of maybe belong to a different group than you. They have a very solid group of friends that you're going to become a part of if you haven't already started. Right. And at first maybe you thought that you'd be able to change, like that would change, and I feel like maybe you're kind of in this transition period here where there's like this wanting to get them alone, and kind of then I'm getting it's just the beginnings of things, so there's nothing too serious going on here, but it is a tower, like it's thing you got to change what you see. He's actually kind of awkward, so I find it slightly hard to talk to him, like I want to, but I want to, yeah, for sure. So like I feel like what you imagine would be ideal for of inspiration is gotta change. What you see right now is what you get. I don't think they're going to be much different, and I feel like they have a very strong friend group that you're going to be a part of after this transition, after you change what you're looking for with this person. I feel like this person is somebody who needs to be friends first, and that romantic interest with somebody who it's almost like they really value their friend group, and they're willing to bring people in to their friend group. But it seems a little bit more like it's like they're not looking to be isolated from their friends right now, kind of thing. Chariot, look at that. Yeah, look at that. It's like they're recruiting you. It looks like they're kind of recruiting you into their friend group. They want you in because they're interested in you, it seems. But it also kind of seems like, okay, isn't this interesting? We've got two different kinds of pursuit. We've got one kind of pursuit where you're not interested in it and they just keep going after you over and over and over again, and you keep saying no. And now here's this other one where they're actually super interested in you, but they really want for you to be their friend first. that they're not trying to pursue a romantic interest or romantic relationship with you right away, because that's not the way they roll. Hi, Kathleen. It's a really nice Chariot card. I agree, Scorpio. So it's a different kind of pursuit. And I feel like we're being asked to contrast a little bit the different, how it feels different, and how it might not feel as though this person likes you, because you might be used to people kind of pursuing you in that kind of weird, gross way where they like keep at you after you've said no. Whereas this is somebody who's kind of like more maybe slow. Like Chariot's not messing around, but it's somebody who wants you to be a part of their world first before they want to get to know you like organically almost, you know. In a way, I want to be friends first. Find it hard to reach out to them. Right. Here we go. Ace of Emotions. Okay, I've got a confirmation that they are definitely interested in you, and I've just basically kind of like, now let's not take that as a reason for you to pursue them romantically if they haven't given you, right? Because, oh, maybe that's why we got that, right? Got to hear the yes from them, not from the cards. But I do see that there's interest, and I'm seeing that this kind of like invitation to be a part of their friend group. I'm getting that it's more their friend group than it is your friend group, that you're kind of joining in on something that they've been in no longer than you have. Do you know what I mean? If that's the case, I just want to grab one more card for that 10 of materials, because to clarify it a little bit. 7 of emotions. Huh. Well, that doesn't clarify anything. It just makes it more confusing. I'm getting that you kind of backing off, and it just seems to me like this person really needs more so than wants, or just more needs for you to be friends first. And it's almost like when you are okay with that, and when you kind of are dedicated to being their friend and not pursuing them romantically, that's when they will pursue you romantically. I should distract myself from my friend group because they weren't the best. I see. Oh, you distance yourself, sorry, from your friend group. Right. I'm seeing that once they have evidence that you are a solid friend, that's when they're going to pursue you. It's almost like then they're like, wait a minute, I've got all these feelings for this person. It's not that they aren't interested. It just seems like they're just kind of wired different. They just do things differently, and it's like this is the evidence that they need in order to initiate the pursuit, and that they're going to pursue you. That's what I got. So it's maybe like, I don't think you're being told don't be like that other person who's pursuing you, you don't want it. It's more, I don't know, if the person who's pursuing you and you don't want them, if they were to pursue being friends with you rather than romantic interest with you, you know, maybe that would be a little bit less intimidating. But what's that thing we get a lot? We get this kind of like evidence that there's this trend of like, I guess it's like a guy's thing. I don't know if it's just a guy's thing, but guys who think it's their job to convince you to like them. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't think we can do readings for much longer. Ooh. No, no, no. There we go. Right. Right. You know what? Yeah, I'm not into being asked out of nowhere. Yeah, I'd rather be friends first. Cool. And that's, you know what this is saying here too. So I'm so glad that you said that, because this is kind of like what I'm getting at and what this energy is getting at. It's almost like they're talking to me too, like this person, kind of like that first reading that we did. It'll be uploaded too onto YouTube, so you can look at that too if you're watching the YouTube version of this. It's like, if you're down and out and you really need a friend right now, and this person who you're pursuing romantically isn't there for that, then what good is it to pursue this person romantically? You know, if they don't have the emotional capacity to be there for you when you need a friend, do they even begin to have the emotional capacity to be there for you in a relationship? It just seems like it's very kind of like right now is a time to get a good solid group of friends together who can be there for you when times are tough, and this person is going to be, the person you're with romantically is going to be a part of that, not this scenario right here where it's almost like we were given that example, I think, for a reason. That example of somebody pursuing you even though you're saying no. It's like you're kind of like saying to this person, no, I don't want that right now. And rather than empathizing with you and saying, hey, that person's saying no, they would be very uncomfortable if I continue to pursue them. Rather than doing that, they're actually like ignoring you emotionally and pursuing you anyway. It's kind of like, that's not a friend. That's not somebody who cares about you in the way that you're going to be cared about in this next kind of phase of things. Perfect. Cool. Well, I'm glad it resonated, and we'll probably read about it more coming up. But I'll stop the recording now, and I'll upload this to YouTube. Thanks for watching. Bye.